Welcome to MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. I hope you all enjoyed the Thanksgiving holiday and continue to give thanks to our soldiers that protect our freedoms that we enjoy every day. Today, we will continue our Skies Unlimited series and speak with Brandt Sensei about the martial arts program offered to children registered with Child, Youth, and School Services. We'll visit with Lisa Taylor, who will give us a sneak peek into the December issues of the MWR and Boss Life magazines. I hope you'll stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The ceremony, the kiss, the moment, the guests, the music, the decorations, the day. If you have a special event coming up, let Joe's Swing Recreational Facility host your big day. Joe's Swing has a fully equipped kitchen, as well as exceptional cuisine provided by Cole Park Commons Eagle Catering. Seating and tables are available for up to 200 people. Plenty of comfortable space for all your decorations and guests. With a state-of-the-art lighting and audio system, your event or party can get started right away with ease. Enjoy your picture-perfect moment set outdoors with a beautiful scenic view of the quarry as a backdrop. Joe's Swing Recreational Facility is located just inside Gate 1 behind Dolan Pool. For more information, please contact Eagle Catering at 270-798-4610. Joe's Swing Recreational Facility, the hidden treasure that caters to soldiers and families.
Welcome back. Skies Unlimited offers a wide variety of classes for our youth. If you missed last week's show featuring the gymnastics program, you can find it and all of our archived episodes on our website. Today, we welcome the martial arts instructor, Eric Brandt, to our show. Thanks for coming today.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I understand that there's a proper way to address you. Could you school me on that?
The Japanese language is a little different, and when you say like Sensei Brandt, in Japanese that's backwards.
Right.
And they look at us like we're a little crazy when they hear us say it like that. So, because they say, you know, your name, then your title.
Like Brandt Sensei.
Right.
But there's another name for what you are, you said, not Sensei.
My specific title is Kiyoshi.
Kiyoshi, Brandt Kiyoshi. And what does that mean that you are Kiyoshi?
Kiyoshi is an appointed rank, usually given at my rank. It's a black belt, a master that teaches black belts. Wow,
a master. That means you have a lot of training and a lot of skill, and you're sharing that with our students here at Fort Campbell.
Right.
At the SKIES program. I understand you've been doing that for a long time. How many years do you think you've been at it?
About 16 years now.
Wow. That's really a long time you've been spending. So you've probably watched some of these kids grow up in the program.
Right.
Maybe even become young adults.
Yeah, I do have one that's coming in next month for testing that's just turned 21.
Wow, that's amazing to be able to impact children through that long period of time. Now, why should parents consider martial arts as something that their children could do after school? What's the benefit of taking Taekwondo or some of the other things that you teach?
Well, for one, it keeps them off the street. For two, they learn discipline in the discipline way. Because when I ask children, what is discipline? Most of them say spanking, you get in trouble. And then I have to explain to them, no, it's not that. It's that you do what you do without any reservations. You do what you believe in, and you do it wholeheartedly without quitting. You know, you put everything into it, you don't quit.
And it's doing the right things.
Right. It's always the right thing. We always do the right thing.
Okay. About how many kids do you normally have in a class?
5-year-olds is 12 kids. 6 to 8-year-olds, there's anywhere from 20 to 25.
That's a very large class.
Right. And then when the older kids, 9 to 18, there's like 30.
So it continues to grow as they get older. It's something that they start young.
The older they get, the easier it is to teach.
Oh, well, I suppose that's true. You need a smaller group when they're quite young. Do you have help to teach, or do you do that class size all on your own?
Well, I have help. I have 2 junior belts, brown belts, that help me. Also, an adult brown belt that's a volunteer. Victor Holbrook helps me. For the Taekwondo, I have James Arn. You know, he's Taekwondo. He comes in and helps me for that.
So you've been doing this for a long time in your life. How old were you when you started martial arts?
I was 13.
13 years old. And continued it throughout your life? Or did you come back to it when you were a soldier?
No. I was doing it when I became a soldier, all through the time being a soldier, and after.
Did you have an opportunity to actually explore these martial arts in countries of their origin?
Well, the Taekwondo, I trained in Korea. That's the origin for that.
So is one a Japanese art?
Yeah, the karate I teach, Goju-Ryu, is Japanese. Actually originates from Okinawa.
Okay.
And migrated to Japan. And both systems come from China.
Okay, so they're originally Chinese arts that became perhaps more well-known in Korea or Japan, or grew?
For the Okinawa, you had the people jumping ship from China because it was a little weird over there. And they would get off the ship in Okinawa, and they would show what they were doing, and it became, like Okinawa Tay is what they called it. And it was the hand, Chinese hand. Okay. And so the guy that started my system, he traveled to China back and forth. He practiced the Okinawa Tay, and one of his students just happened to go to Japan, and he competed, and they asked him, what is the name of your art? In which he never named it. So he goes back to, Miyagi Sensei, and he says, what is the name of what we do? And he says, hard, soft style karate. Says hard, soft style school, which means Goju-Ryu.
And what do you begin a student who's never taken a lesson before with? What are the first things that they learn to do?
Well, my first class is always I talk to them because we have to have a one-on-one understanding of what's going on. And I try to feel them out to see how well morally they've been brought up, to train with us. If they have issues, then I know how to deal with that child. If they're really good, I know how to deal with that child. And then we start off with basics. Your basics needs to be strong. If you're going to be a good martial artist, you need to have strong basics. If your fundamentals are not good, you will never be.
So the fundamentals and beyond that, is this primarily taught for self-defense or more for discipline?
It's more taught, as being a respectful person, to grow up and learn to respect others and respect yourself, to build confidence in who you are and what you do. What we do can be used in everyday life, because everybody has to live, and we learn to live together through our martial art. The self-defense thing is what I call a plus.
So is there actually a physical or athletic benefit to this in training your body?
Oh, yeah. And Goju-Ryu, you train your body to be hard. Your stamina has to be really good because, we compete, and if you get in the ring and you don't have the stamina to go the whole time, you get beat up.
Oh, my. So this is actually physical contact sport.
Yes, ma'am.
But there are ways to do it that are safe.
It's always safe. We monitor there pretty good. Like my kids right now that are getting ready for the Taekwondo kids, every year they have what we call a qualifier, which prepares them for the nationals and the black belts for the Junior Olympics.
Wow.
So this fighting, I know the parents, sometimes they look at it and some of them want to snatch their kid out of there because it's like full contact kind of. And it's really hard. And they go at it really tough, but they do well every year. The ones that go do well.
So the ones that you've trained, they come back from tournaments in good positions.
Right.
And I know you mentioned that you put things up on a website. Where is it that parents could look at a website to see the kinds of things that you do with your students?
Well, I have my website is bmap.8m.com, and then BMAP on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So that stands for?
Brandt Martial Arts Program.
Sounds great. Now, do you teach anywhere else or just on Fort Campbell?
Just on Fort Campbell. I travel. I just came from a trip yesterday.
Okay.
From San Antonio, Texas. One of the schools out there gave an event this weekend. Because I'm the president of the Black Knight Karate Association. Okay. And one of our schools out there, gave an event, which was a really big national tournament. And, all of us go out there to help.
So you didn't actually compete in this event?
No, ma'am. I go referee, judge.
So we have a very skilled instructor in our midst, and this isn't all you do. I understand that you have a full-time job.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are a retired soldier.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a full-time job, and still you have the time to spend with our kids, and we really appreciate that. Anything else that you'd like our viewers to know about your program?
You need to know before you come. It's not, I know a lot of martial arts places, they try to cater to the parents and everything, but I teach the martial arts, and when they fight, each class fights once a week. Okay. And when they fight, I'm usually in the center, and I stop when it gets too rough. But it does get rough.
This is the real stuff.
Right.
So there are places where you can go where perhaps the instructors will cater to the parents, but in this case, you're actually teaching their children the right way to do things, and sometimes that involves some contact.
It always involves contact.
How many students do you have all together?
It's roughly 112.
That's a lot. And you start new classes every month?
Well, the same class runs forever, and if students get out, then new ones come in.
But this is at the SKIESUnlimited building.
Yes, ma'am.
And where would people go to sign up for classes if they wanted to register their children for the first time?
Well, they can either go to SKIES or Central Registration.
The Child and Youth Services Central Registration on Wickham. Super. Thank you so much. Now tell me again how to address you.
Brandt Sensei.
Brandt Sensei. Thank you very much for being here, Brandt Sensei. We appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for some family fun or something to do for your lunch break? Check out Hooper Bowling Center and Snack Bar. Hooper Bowling Center is fully equipped with 32 lanes as well as a private room for party. Check out the Pro Shop available for soldiers and families for any bowling accessories. Bring the family out for these striking deals such as Dollar Day Mondays and Cosmic Bowling on the weekends. Enjoy burgers, pizzas, and sandwiches from the quick service snack bar. For more information, please call 270-798-5887.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying tuned to MWR Life on Air. I'm joined now by Lisa Taylor, who's going to tell us something about the Boss Life and MWR Life magazines for December. Welcome back to the show, Lisa.
It's great to be back. I appreciate you inviting me back to come and talk about these great magazines that we produce every month.
I know you have an integral part of making sure that those magazines are just wonderful to read. So I'll just let you start with where you want to begin. Do you want to start with the Boss Life magazine or the MWR Life magazine this time?
Well, you know my passion is the boss, so I do show a bit of favoritism, but I would like to start there.
Okay.
And for December, what we did, we're just featuring some ideas for single soldiers to have a healthy, fun holiday season. And those include, we just provided an extensive list of some great activities for them to get involved in. A lot of them are boss related, and a lot of them have to do with DW Recreation Center.
So it's important to keep in mind that some of these soldiers are going to stay back here at Fort Campbell. They may not be going home, and we want them to have fun things to do, but we also want them to stay healthy and stay safe. Why don't you just tell us some things that you came up with for this magazine?
Certainly. We did want to introduce our new boss president and vice president. They were actually inducted back in October, and it was just a great opportunity for me to get to know them, sit down and find out what their future vision is for the boss program. So we've got a really good interview in the magazine that I think everyone should check out and get to know about their new representatives.
I think while the boss pillars stay the same, every time that you have new leadership, there's an injection of excitement and freshness to a program. And I think that Lance Christie and Gary Yim will definitely bring that to our boss program. What else is going on for single soldiers during the holiday season?
Well, you know, boss does have their annual holiday Christmas party or holiday party. And this year it's going to be on December 7th. And the first 200 soldiers who show up and get a ticket at DW Rec get to enjoy a traditional holiday meal with all the trimmings absolutely free.
And I know the staff at DW Rec loves to cook and loves to make homemade goodies for our soldiers. So that'd be a great meal. If they want to get a ticket, they just do that at DW. It is free, but they want to make sure that it's ticketed so they know that they have enough food.
Certainly, certainly. And you know, we're always going to welcome anyone else to show up, but there's no guarantee that if you didn't get a ticket that there'll be enough food available. Right. But we'll absolutely do, you know, they always do their best to accommodate everyone that they can.
Are they doing anything else? I know a lot of places close over the holidays. Do our single soldiers have places to go on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
They certainly do. Actually, DW Recreation Center is going to be open on December 25th and the day after Christmas on the 26th. On the 25th, they have just a vast array of activities planned, including bingo, different video tournaments, and they're actually going to give out some door prizes for top winners for some of the tournaments that they'll be hosting. And of course, they're going to have some delicious little snacks for the soldiers to enjoy.
And so don't stay in your barracks room, come out to DW Recreation Center for the holidays is basically the message.
Of course. There's plenty for them to do and enjoy at the Recreation Center. And of course, there's always going to be something in the community as well. So just don't sit around. Don't be bored, and just come on out and have a good time.
Don't complain because you got nothing to complain about. There's lots to do.
Exactly.
Now tell us about our family magazine, the MWR Life magazine. What's in there for the holidays?
everything about the holidays. We're covering winter safety, which is very, very important. Even you just never know, especially with Tennessee, Kentucky weather. One day it could be bright and beautiful. The next day you got a nice snowstorm coming your way. Yeah. So it's very important to be prepared for winter. And well, you know, we have our healthy recipes section with Charlene Mazer, and she gave us some really delicious recipes for some bread stuffing and herbs, which is a healthy twist on it.
Yeah, stuffing's something I think that we all love to eat, but it's probably not one of the healthiest items on the holiday table. So if Charlene can turn it around to make it healthy, I'm sure it'll also be tasty.
Oh, absolutely. And one of her goals is to just really push healthy, clean living, looking for organic foods, looking for substitutions instead of all that butter and grease that you might find in a lot of your holiday foods. So
yeah, there's no doubt that those things are definitely in traditional holiday meals. But I have to say, I tried her healthy stuffing, and it was really good.
I missed that day. But I did get to a little hint for January's magazine. I did get to try some of her delicious corn chowder. So
that's something to look forward to.
Those are some really good recipes. I advise everyone to check those out.
So the recipes are in the magazine.
And for those of you, you know, of course, you have to have your holiday cookies.
Oh, well, yeah.
So we have some really great recipes in there. One of them that I'm interested in is the eggnog cookies. So be certain to look out for that one.
Now, is that a grown-up cookie if it's eggnog, or can anybody eat it?
Oh, anybody can eat that.
Okay. Well, you know, grown-ups read magazines, and sometimes we want to see a little something just for grown-ups. Is there anything for families to do, ideas or things to do here in this area over the holiday?
Oh, just a wealth of information of local holiday events, not only on Fort Campbell, but the surrounding community. Events that they're hosting up in Nashville. Many of these are free, and then of course, you know, you have those that you do pay for. Several of them have to do with Nashville, you know, some of their holiday events, the light shows and on ice type programs.
Well, and some of those have military discounts too, so we would say always think about planning your activities, call Leisure Travel Services and see if there's a military discount available that they could provide for you, perhaps at Gaylord or any of the other things that are going on. I know there's Christmas on the Cumberland down in Clarksville, there's a parade in Hopkinsville, there's so much to do over the holidays. Anything else you want to share with us about the magazines for this month?
Well, I just want to remind everyone that you could pick up these monthly magazines practically anywhere on the installation, or you can just go to our website at fortcampbellmwr.com, click on one of the magazine covers, and you can view it from the comfort of your own home.
And in the first week of December, they'll be inside the Courier newspaper all over Post.
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thanks again. I appreciate the opportunity.
We'll be right back.
With literally tons of vehicles on Air Assault Auto's You Buy, You Sell page, it's easy to find the one that suits you and your family best. Whether it be a sleek motorcycle or a comfortable family SUV, you can find it all on the website. Just go to fortcampbellmwr.com, click on the You Buy, You Sell lot link to learn more, and see pictures of current vehicles for sale. Stop by Air Assault Auto today to sell your vehicle, boat, camper, trailer, or motorcycle. MWR, serving soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians.
Thank you for watching MWR Life on Air, and thanks to our guests, Eric Brandt and Lisa Taylor, for being with us today. If you'd like more information on anything family and morale, welfare, and recreation has to offer, please check out our website and Facebook page, pick up the latest copy of the MWR or Boss Life magazines, call our 24-hour recorded information line, or you can join our text club by texting MWR to 68683. You can tune into The Bone Show every Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. on Clarksville's radio WJZM 1400 AM. I'm Melissa Schaffner. Thanks for watching MWR Life on Air. We're supporting soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians with quality of life, events, and activities. We are your network of services. We'll see you next week.